Justice League issue 25 sees a young Clark Kent try and start the Lantern with his heat vision, but Jonathan Kent puts it out, saying he needs to try and do it the traditional way, not the easy way. Clark knows he tried but it didn't work, and in the future when John tried it and failed, there was no Kent Lantern in the sky. Clark begins to feel the cold creep up on him as in the present, a now completely depowered Superman floats through the black void. He remembers he picked these memories to help him find his way back through the darkness, but it's too dark. In the darkness, he sees his son die over and over again in Lois's arms, Batman being the one who enclosed him in darkness. He knows he, as Superman, is the cause of everything because he wouldn't bend or change his old ways. He was always just rubbing sticks together in the dark. The Justice League meanwhile fight their 6th dimension counterparts, wildly outmatched by the more seasoned veterans, who attack with no quarter, refusing to stand down. As they attack, the World Forger's hammer begins to light, signaling the Prime Dimension has been undone by Mxyzptlk. He tells Batman to use his Sunbox suit to change the League's heart, but Bruce wants one more chance to actually convince them. Forger says that there is no chance of that happening since he is ordering Batman to accept his fate and become the universe's Sun Knight. Manhunter knows that they need to get the hammer away from Forger if they are to survive, but they still have to contend with Batman. But Manhunter says that Bruce will side with them. Batman continues to say that he will try and convince his friends, and the Forger allows him, but knows if he fails, he will rip their minds apart himself. Batman confronts the team, deploying all his traps and tricks as he says he is the most doubting and skeptical of them all, but in this place they have found their way forward and they need to listen to him. Shane confronts him, saying that he won't let Batman turn his friends into monsters. Batman says that in this world he found the only way to move forward and they need to all see that. Superman meanwhile begins to see far off specks of light as the Crisis Anvil appears before World Forger. Batman continues to shout that the heroes need to see the light as Superman looks more at the specks, seeing them as lanterns standing out in a field with his father, and the others as the lanterns take flight. Clark remembers the night with his son, but it's not dark anymore, as the other heroes with lanterns have come to surprise John and celebrate with him. The lanterns become warm, and suddenly Superman realizes they aren't lanterns, they are suns. The solar energies bathe Superman in their rays, and allow him to heal and race for the suns, diving into them and emerging more powerful than ever. Not stopping there, he dives through hundreds of other suns, giving him speed and power unlike anything before. Batman continues to demand that the heroes see this as the way forward as Forger begins feeling a vibration. Asking if Captain Lane can see what's coming from the dark sector, she needs to shoot it down. Lois looks as the Forger demands she fires, but she sees it's Clark. World Forger raises his hammer, about to drop it on the anvil as the battle stops, looking up to the sky as Superman rockets to Earth, knowing that the memories he chose to guide him were there to remind him of a single truth, but something that Bruce has always shown him again, that alone they are in a fixed point, a single shape, but together they are the past, present and future, and together they are more than they can ever imagine. Superman slams into the World Forger with the force of 1,000 suns, obliterating the 6th dimension and cracking it open. On the cracked Earth, Superman confronts the World Forger, who says Superman has doomed them all, but Clark isn't so sure about that. The heroes arrive and Batman says that he does believe World Forger and what they needed to do, but he moved the suns close to Superman so he would push through them and prove Batman wrong. Bruce says that he did it because Clark is his friend and he makes him believe in things that he cannot do on his own. Confronting the Forger, Bruce says that this is what the League is all about and they want to do this for World Forger as well. Forger says that he saw every possibility, but Batman says he didn't see one, the one where he fought with them. Forger knows that he couldn't since his cells wouldn't actually allow it, but Batman says he could have made his cells different. Superman offers the Forger a hand, telling him the way forward is together, welcoming the World Forger to the Justice League. The team head back to Washington, where World Forger knows the destruction on this Earth is his fault, but Superman knows that he will help clean it up. Heading to the Hall of Justice, they find it empty, except for Mera, Starman and Jarro. Mera reveals that it has not been hours since the team went missing, it has been weeks, and lots has changed in that time. She reveals that the Legion of Doom battled Mxyzptlk and won, letting Lex Luthor save the world. After the battle, Lex took to the airwaves, broadcasting his message around the world about how the Justice League broke the Source Wall and avoided void is now coming for them and has already taken thousands of worlds. He says that the multiverse and their universe is dying, and to prevent this, they need to not embrace the hope and smiles the heroes tell them to, but embrace the scream and become villains. To help the people, Lex has dissolved LexCorp, and the billions of dollars will be divided up equally and given to the people who need it the most to save the world, and soon they will see what he is willing to sacrifice for the cause. Ending his speech, he implores the world to reject the Justice League and make this the year of the villain. Mera says the riot started almost immediately after the speech, but that's not all, as Superman learns Lex killed himself not long after robbing Waller's mind of the most dangerous people on Earth. The League begin to decide what to do, and Manhunter says that the world is in disarray after reaching out with his mind. Batman wants to be proactive and fight this head on, and Forger says that this is what Perpetua needs to gain her powers back and return this world to her evil creation. Starman wants to contact the multiversal heroes to bolster their ranks, but Wonder Woman tells him not to, since they need all eyes on Earth, and they already have many unique and amazing heroes here on Earth to recruit. Manhunter says that they need to do it all and more, and there is a great war of justice and doom coming. In the Legion of Doom headquarters, Lex Luthor is reborn as Brainiac finishes up his drones, saying the drones will soon leave and make their way to their targets. The mutated Lex says that it's time for the villains of the world to see what he has to offer, ordering the drones to launch as the Justice League's doom has only just begun. Justice League issue 25 was an utterly amazing, perfect ending to this huge 6th dimension story that has now launched us into Year of the Villain. As a Superman fan, what Scott Snyder has done for him in this series, especially this last storyline, has been incredible, and it's a great reminder of why I love the character so much, and even why the people inside the DC universe love him so much, and why he is so important to it, and how the lessons he learns, especially in this issue, can actually be translated into our real life. I'm very much looking forward to the Year of the Villains, especially the story Scott is telling here in Justice League, but I am interested to see what this will allow other writers to do in their respective solo books or other team books. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.